Hi, this is Cindy Earle from Claim Your Spotlight. And today I wanted to share a presentation with you that will help you to design your revenue roadmap. So we're beginning to get into the new year and planning is now is the time to start planning for 2023. So I thought this would be helpful to help you guys to plan your revenue and project your business for the upcoming year. So first, let me start with a question. Do you think that marketing gets you clients? Well, different from popular belief, people think that marketing gets you clients, but actually what marketing does is create awareness and builds excitement for what it is that you offer. So the big question is, how do you build awareness and how do you build those relationships with people that will allow you to build trust and credibility with potential clients so that you can get more clients? And that's what we'll be talking about today. So I'm going to talk about first how to build trust with your prospects, because we all know that we do business with people that we know, like, and trust. We'll talk about the 6 keys to creating connection with your prospects, the sales cycle strategy that helps you turn your prospects into clients, and the revenue roadmap, which gives prospects multiple opportunities and offers and different price points for them to invest in your products and services. And this will go along with the workbook that we emailed to you, so you can do those exercises in the workbook as you're following along. First, just a little bit about me. A pivotal moment and why I started my business was over 20 years ago. I was working as a professional marketing person at a local university. I had built my career in higher education and marketing and worked at a number of different colleges, Kent State, Ursuline College, as an admissions and marketing person. But when my kids came along, I decided that I really wanted to spend more time with my family. My family's utmost important to me. And so I left my career in higher education and went out on my own to start my own business. And what I didn't know then, and what I know now, is that there's a lot more to starting a business than just, having the knowledge in your particular field. There's a lot of planning and foundational activity that needs to take place. And so I jumped into it without really knowing much about how to market my own business. Although I knew how to market higher education, I really didn't know a lot about how to market my own business. But fast forward, it took me years of hard work and trial and error to really figure out the best way to market my professional services and coaching business. And 20 years later, I have learned a great deal, and that's what I really want to share with all of you today is what I've learned and the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. So I've spent 20 years as a marketing professional and consultant. In 2010, I became a certified Book Yourself Solid coach. So Book Yourself Solid is a book that came out quite about 10 years ago by a guy named Michael Port. And it really is a soup to nuts, step-by-step marketing system for small business. And that is really the foundation of all the coaching and the training that I do, is grounded in the New York Times bestselling Book Yourself Solid system. I also teach marketing at Cleveland State and also teach entrepreneurship at Baldwin Wallace University. So I'm an adjunct at both places. I founded my business way back in 2007. And what I'm doing now is really helping professional service-based business owners to simplify their marketing and their promotion so that they can get more clients and increase their revenue, usually by 30% or more in the first 12 months of working together. So if that's something that appeals to you, I'd love to help you as well. I offer one-on-one coaching as well as group programs in Book Yourself Solid and also digital and content marketing. So when you have a marketing system and you are working that system, what happens miraculously is that your revenue increases. And that's our whole goal here through this training and through the work that I do. Because we all know that if we don't work our businesses, if we don't work in our businesses and on our businesses, we're going to be one of those businesses that is closed forever. We don't want that to happen to you. So let's talk about your revenue roadmap. First, you want to lead people into your sales cycle by building trust. And we're going to define your 6 keys for creating connection with people. And then consider the 6 core self-promotion strategies and build your revenue roadmap so you can increase your revenue next year by 30 or 40%. So what's the trust building process? You want to lead people into your sales cycle first by building trust. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So first are the standard credibility builders. And those are things like your education. I have a master's degree from Ohio University. Maybe you've written a book. Maybe you've been published. Your education, your credentials, your certifications. Those are standard credibility builders that you want to make sure to promote. And then you also build trust by becoming a category authority in your particular niche with content marketing. So content marketing is all the buzz as of late. And if you're not familiar with content marketing, what we mean by that is email marketing, email copy, blog posting, podcasts, video, social media content, speaking, and workshops or webinars. So you're really sharing your knowledge with people that are your prospects, and they come to trust you and trust that you know what you're talking about when you're demonstrating that through ongoing content. And the thing with content marketing is you have to be consistent. So if you're committing to email marketing, how often are you doing an email to your client list? If you're committing to a blog or a podcast, how often are you doing those? Is it once a week? Is it once a month? So all of these things, whatever you choose to employ as content marketing, you need to be consistent with so that, over time, people learn to trust you and expect great quality content from you. So the goal here is to build trust, add value, and build friends who then turn into clients. So how do you create connection with potential clients? First, you need to identify your target client very specifically. You need to figure out what are they looking for, what are their pain points? How do you solve that problem for them? You need to figure out where they're looking for advice to solve their particular pain point, when they're looking, why they should choose you, and how you want them to engage with you. So you need to decide definitely, if you're talking with a prospect, how do you want them to first connect with you or engage with you? Is that a discovery call? Is that a phone call? Is that you want to lead them to your website, or you want to lead them to a lead page? So you need to develop that within your sales cycle, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes. So you can go to your workbook and look at this exercise, the 6 keys to connection, and fill out your own responses to make sure that the offers in your sales cycle are on target. So you're going to describe your ideal client in detail, what they're looking for, examples of what are they seeking, what do they need or want, what is their pain point, when they're looking for you. So is it a particular time of year that you solve their problem for them? Is it ongoing? What is leading them up to needing your services, why they should choose you, why you're the best choice, why you're unique, what is your unique selling proposition, and then what do you want them to do when they initially engage with you. So you're going to go through a sales cycle or develop a sales cycle where people initially contact you and then you lead them through that cycle to eventually hiring you as a coach or consultant. So take some time to fill out this workbook sheet in your workbook. So I talked about the sales cycle process, and really it is a sequence of trust building phases through which you want your prospects to move. A lot of people skip this stage when they first go into business and they don't think about how they want people to engage with them. So there are 5 stages of the sales cycle process. And first, you want to figure out your objectives and your strategy. So in your sales cycle process, you have an entry point. You've heard the term sales funnel. So this is basically a sales funnel, but the difference with the sales cycle is that people can really, a funnel just defines like a one-way process. But with the sales cycle, people could really enter this sales cycle process at any point. And that's the difference between a sales cycle and a sales funnel. Oops, let's go back. So you need to figure this out for yourself. But for example, in stage 1 of my sales cycle, I want people to say, visit my website. In stage 2, I want them to join my email list and download my free lead magnet. In stage 3, after they read my lead magnet and they learn that I'm a content or category authority and they want more information, then I invite them to have a free one-on-one marketing roadmap call with me. After that, stage 4 is they may, after that call, join my Facebook group. They may obviously get on my email list. So I'm keeping in touch with them over time through my email list. And then stage 5 is when they actually make a purchasing decision and decide to work with me. So that's an example that you'll want to develop for yourself. How do you want people to engage with you over time? Take some time to fill that out again for yourself. One thing that we talk about in Book Yourself Solid is the always have something to invite people to offer. So that could be, you invite people to a free experience with you so that they can kind of get a little taste of what you're all about and figure out if there, is an interest for them to work with you. So an example of this would be, I used to hold a monthly virtual networking. Well, actually, I used to hold in-person networking events for women business owners because they were my target audience. And so I would invite people to come to virtual networking so they can learn a little bit about me, but they're also getting something out of it as well because they're able to make connections with other like-minded women. One of my clients was a yoga instructor, and she would have a monthly sample yoga class. So you could come and take a class for free, get a little taste of what it is that she does, and see if, prospects are really, if they're connecting with you and are your ideal client. You could offer a free monthly webinar, something like this, what I'm doing. You could also do Facebook Lives. If you're on Facebook, that's a great way to get in touch with your potential target audience. So always have something to invite people to offer. Oftentimes I recommend to clients to be one of the first parts of their sales cycle. This is really a no-brainer. It's an ongoing content and sample taste of what it is that you do so people can see if they fit with you. So you might want to think about adding something like that to your own sales cycle. And obviously always have something to invite people to offer is free or it's very low cost. Like I used to charge $10 for the virtual networking. So this is a very low cost barrier to entry for people to get to know you. And then your revenue roadmap really is as simple as thinking about your offers. What are your offers to your clients? Once they get through your sales cycle, they get to know you, they know, like, and trust you. You've built credibility with them and they want to do business with them. What are your offers? And give some real time to this. I recommend that most of my clients develop 3 specific offers. So there's like a lower cost, a middle cost, and then a high cost. So offer one, for me would be, I have a group coaching program. So that is $9.97 for an 8-week program. It's a lower cost than working one-on-one with me. Offer two would be my one-on-one coaching program, which is at a little bit higher price point. That's $19.97 for a 90-day program, working one-on-one with me. And then offer three is my highest price offering, and that would be a one-on-one VIP day with me or half day with me. And that's at a premium of $3,000 or more. So you get the idea of having, a lower, middle, and high end offer. So when you're talking in that sales conversation with a potential client, you have a number of options to offer them. They may not be interested in your highest price offer, but they may be ready and willing to accept your lower price offering. So take some time and figure out what your 3 offers are for your clients so that you do have some flexibility when you're in that sales conversation, that you have multiple offers for them. And that's really how you build your revenue roadmap. So once you have these foundational pieces in place, you've built credibility with your marketplace, you have your sales cycle in place, and you have your offers in place, then this is the time for you to use the core self-promotion strategies to get yourself out into the world. And those include direct outreach, networking, referrals, keeping in touch with your clients. That could be through, email or regular webinars like we talked about. You can use speaking. Speaking is one of the best ways and easiest ways because you're in front of a group of people and you get multiple, bang for your buck. Instead of one-on-one talking with people, you're talking with a group, and you can easily get people on your email list through speaking. Also writing, there's, blog writing or article writing, or even writing a book is a great way to get yourself in front of potential clients. And then of course your web strategy, you're going to want a super exciting, banging website for sure. And then also social media, YouTube video content, content marketing through the web. So just to recap, you want to first build trust with your prospects through those standard credibility builders and other credibility builders like content marketing. You want to create connection with your prospects, figure out what their problem is, how you solve that problem, where they look for you, when they look for you, and show up in those places, whether it's in person or online. You want to develop your sales cycle strategy, those 5 steps that turn your prospects into clients. And then your revenue roadmap, which is really your 3 offers, which gives prospects multiple opportunities and price points to invest in your products and services. And having these things in place really will lead you to upping your revenue really for 2023. And if you need a little help with some of this, I am available to help you. I do offer a complimentary marketing roadmap session that we can get together and work through some of this with you. It's completely free, and I'm happy to offer you my best advice. So if you're interested in booking your revenue roadmap session, just go to claimyourspotlight.com/contact, and you can access my calendar there and get on my calendar for 30 minutes. And if you'd like to work through some of these exercises together, I'd be happy to offer you my best advice. So thanks for listening, and spend some time on this so that you're ready for the next year's business cycle, and you can project, how many of each offer you need to sell to reach your revenue goals for next year.